Haven't done one of these in a while. Welcome to this Blu-ray update, the first one of the new year. Today is March 6, 2017. Happy birthday to my dad and my uncle. We are now going to talk about in this video movies from the 1990s. I have 10 Blu-rays to showcase right now. Some of them I think are some of the best films ever made. Some are just great, some are just good, and some are guilty pleasures in my opinion. None of these films are films that I don't like. I like or love or enjoy each one of these movies that I'm going to show for you right now. What else to say? Okay. Let's get on with it. First one, we're going to actually go in order through the 1990s. So we're going to start in 1991 with The Fisher King. I got this at Best Buy recently, $5.99 carts in the $5.99 cart. I'm happy to have it. I don't think there's a single special feature on this, but who really cares? The movie itself is so special and wonderful. Terry Gilliam is a fabulous director, a great combination of two of the finest actors ever in the business, Jeff Bridges and Robin Williams. Mercedes Ruehl did win an Oscar for this movie, and I believe also there's another actress in here. What was her name? Oh, Amanda Plummer. Great cast, great visuals, a very sad but hopeful story. If you have not seen The Fisher King yet, you owe it to yourself to watch it. And if you can find a Best Buy, I found it again for $5.99, the Best Buy carts that they have around there. Here is the cool looking disc. At least it's a nice looking disc from Columbia TriStar. Again, it doesn't really say there's any special features on it, but that's okay. I'm just happy to have this movie again in my collection. Not only on DVD, but now on Blu-ray. Now back to 1991. Oh, sorry, movie, you fell down. I apologize for that. All right, 1991 again, and it is now a documentary, a rock concert documentary, and this is Madonna, Truth or Dare. I'm a huge fan of Madonna, the artist, not much the person, not anymore, but I still love her music. I still love what she gave us in the 80s and 90s. I don't really listen too much of her new music today, but I like a lot of her music from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. But this is a really great rock documentary. It was very interesting. I remember seeing this at my friend's house. Yeah, I saw this at my friend's house, and yeah, okay. So anyways, really provocative film for a young mind. Anyway, I think I was like 15 when I saw it. Don't tell my mom, okay? Thanks. This one, I don't know if it really has any special features. It looks like just the trailer. I can't imagine having too much. But if you're a Madonna fan, this is, I think, very important to have in your collection, because this is probably the highlight of her entire career wrapped up in a 2-hour documentary. So really, really good film. I really enjoyed it. I don't remember. I think I got this pretty cheap for like $5 at a book off or something. But anyway, there is the disc. Nice looking disc of Madonna, Truth or Dare. Madonna, Truth or Dare. Probably one of the best musical documentary films ever made, in my opinion. All right, 1992, everyone. And let's talk about A Few Good Men. Saw this in the theater. I remember seeing this with my cousin when it came out. Best Picture nominee, a movie directed by Rob Reiner and written by someone I didn't know till later in life, Aaron Sorkin, and his great work. He wrote it based on his play. And, of course, the great cast, Demi Moore, Tom Cruise, and Jack Nicholson. And I definitely am still trying to handle the truth of this film. All right. But I think I got this for $5.99, same cart where I found The Fisher King from Best Buy. So if you want to get this in your collection, and it has special features, probably the stuff that was on the DVD that I do own as well. And we'll open it up and show you that there's a cool looking Blu-ray of A Few Good Men. Really, really great, solid drama from the early 90s. One of the last really great films, in my opinion, from Rob Reiner, too, before he kind of jumped the shark. And I don't know if he's ever recovered. But anyways, great film, great experience watching it. And I've seen it a few times and happy to have it now in my collection. All right, 1992, a film I've really only seen once. Remember really enjoying it. It's kind of the same vein of A Few Good Men, because it's a movie, I think, based on a play. I think it is based on a play. Yes, it is based on a play. So it's just one of those kinds. 1992, lots of movies coming out based on plays. Glengarry Glen Ross. Of course, this is a film written by David Mamet and starring everybody. Everybody's in this film. Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin, and Kevin Spacey. This was one of the most amazing films when it comes to the cast and the amazing speech from Alec Baldwin. I think he's in the beginning of the film, and I haven't seen this movie in so many years. I think I got this for $5 somewhere. I can't really remember. I think it might have been Target. I might have got this at Target for $5. But it's just something that needs to be watched again, and it's probably been more than 20 years since I've seen it. So I'm glad to finally have it in my collection in some capacity. And here is the Blu-ray of Glengarry Glen Ross. So I think this will maybe feel like I've never, watching it again, may feel like I've never actually ever seen it. Kind of one of those things, it's been such a long time watching it. So there you go. Now we're into 1993 with one of the best sports films I've ever seen, with one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard. And that would be Rudy. I've had this on DVD, been wanting to watch this for a few years now. And this movie's special in many ways, and sadly I never saw it in the theater. I saw it, I think, for the first time on home video VHS. And about a year ago, I had a friend die. Someone that entered in, he was old. He was a lot older. He was kind of a mentor to me. And by the time that I met him, he really annoyed the crap out of me. And I kind of hated the guy. He was so happy and so enjoyed life and was so positive. And I was just so annoyed by that. I was a teenager. 1993 was probably like 15 or whatever at the time. And this movie brought us together. I've had a love for film forever. And this was a film that I believe we watched together, and we just loved it. So we didn't have a lot in common. We've had more in common later in life, but at the time we didn't have anything in common except for we both loved Rudy and the music, and it brought us together. And now that my friend is gone, I already get really emotional watching this movie already, but now it's going to be more extremely emotional now that my friend is no longer with us. But I feel like he will still be here in my heart when I watch this incredible, inspirational film. I think if you're down in your life and you think the world's going to, where, and you don't know, you need some motivation, watch Rudy. It's such a great motivator for life, and it's such a great story. I don't even care how true this movie is to the real story. I don't really care, because the movie itself is just such an amazing, inspirational, moving film. And I hope to one day see it in the theater. Maybe it'll get released for the 30th anniversary in a couple years. Let's show you inside. There are some special features to the film, so we'll show you inside. I'm just glad. Thank you. And I think I got this Best Buy for $5. So I'm just happy to have it. $5 at Best Buy. I think I got it for $6 or whatever. But Rudy is just a fabulous film and a great film to represent the 1990s. And one of the best sports films. And it's about a subject, football, that I don't care about in real life. So that's why it's so amazing. It's a subject that I just don't care about in real life. Rudy, and Sean Astin's great in the film as well. I mean, it's an amazing film. 1993 again, with one of the greatest comedies of that year. This one's kind of funny because I actually tried to sneak in to see this film because I didn't have enough money, or I didn't want to waste my money. I wanted to maybe have some food to eat later, and I got caught, and I had to go back, and I really wanted to see the movie. So what I did was I went back into line, I paid for my ticket, and I saw Mrs. Doubtfire for the first time. So that's my experience seeing this movie, and this is one of my favorite comedies. And again, Robin Williams had so many great movies in the 1990s. Of course, he won an Oscar in the late 1990s. But before he won this Oscar, he gave a really great performance in this great comedy. And it's been a few years since I've seen this film, but this is just one of the greatest comedies ever made, and one of the funniest films of the 1990s. Had heart, and had comedy and drama, and some stuff that I didn't understand till later in life. So pretty awesome. Okay, so this one has a really cool looking Blu-ray too. I'll showcase for you right there. I think I got this. I think I got this for $5 at 7-Eleven. Yeah, I found this at 7-Eleven for $5. So awesome. Robin Williams, miss you, and I'm happy to have this finally in my collection on Blu-ray. Now let's talk about the mid-1990s, starting with 1995's Billy Madison. Now, I saw this in the theater, and I really didn't like the film. I had liked watching Adam Sandler on SNL, but I thought his first adventure in 1995, I thought his first adventure was pretty lame, but I think I didn't have the right mindset at the time. And when I saw it, I'm like, I'm going to give this movie another chance on VHS, and I watched it with some friends, and I just remember like laughing so much. Like, this movie's absurd, but why is it so funny? And it is. And I like this movie. It is between good and a guilty pleasure, I have to admit. It's not really a great film, but it is, I think Adam Sandler at the time was able to get away with stuff like this. Maybe not so much anymore. I would like for him to maybe make something, step out of his, and I think he is trying to step out of his whatever. I could talk about that forever. But anyways, I like Billy Madison. I'm happy to have it in my collection. And again, I think I got this for like $5 or so at Best Buy. I can't really remember. There is the Blu-ray of Billy Madison, the standard from Universal Studios. I like this film. I look forward to watching it again. Just so stupid. There's so many great lines. Now, recently at Best Buy, only at Best Buy, I think a few months ago, this movie came out for the 20th anniversary, and I had it on VHS at one time. I still have the DVD somewhere, but I'm glad to finally have it on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched it in a while. And I love this film, and celebration for its 20th anniversary, and it came with a nice slipcover as well for $14.99 at Best Buy. You can get it now, I think, still. It is Jerry Maguire. Now, for some reason, the VHS copies have spawned this kind of cult that I just honestly don't understand. Maybe if it was a film that, or maybe because they made so many copies, I guess, but maybe it was a film that was hated, I would understand, and then there were so many copies of it. But Jerry Maguire is a beloved film. It's a great film of the 90s, a great romantic comedy. Great child actors, great supporting cast. It's just Cameron Crowe at almost had his finest. And I remember seeing it with my friends, date nights with my friends in 1996 around Christmas time, and I absolutely just fell in love with this film from the moment I saw it. And I think I saw it 3 or 4 times in the theater when it came out. Just loved it so much. I look forward to watching it again. This is a nice slipcover that you can only, I guess, get at Best Buy. I don't know why, but that's whatever. There are special features, some new special features that are for the Blu-ray only. So that's pretty cool. And I look forward to watching it as they probably reminisce about the making of the film. So I'll take the slipcover off and show you that it's pretty much the same, of course. Pretty much the same on both sides. So you see that, of course. And there are special features that I'm guessing are on the DVD, but then there's new stuff as well. So let's open it up, and this one comes with what's so surprising. I didn't even read this properly, but of course it comes with the a little booklet. It talks about the movie making stuff, and I think it actually has the speech that Jerry Maguire writes. The manifesto that he has. So you get that little booklet inside, and then what's so unique about this one that not a lot of Blu-ray or collections have that I've seen, only a couple. I think one was like with Chariots of Fire, where you actually get the movie and you get the soundtrack on CD. Now, I already own this on CD, so this will just stay in here nicely and collect whatever. But here is the Blu-ray, nice cool Blu-ray of Jerry Maguire, and just happy to. I didn't know this was on Blu-ray. So for the 20th anniversary, they just brought out this Blu-ray. I'm guessing this is being released for the first time ever. Jerry Maguire on Blu-ray. I'm guessing. Don't really know that for sure, but. So happy, and I love this film. Love it a lot. All right, that's Jerry Maguire. Came with a nice slipcover, and that's a Best Buy exclusive, I'm guessing. Now, my last 2 films are from the late 90s. First, we have 1999's not Billy Elliot. Not Billy Madison. Billy Elliot didn't come out in the 90s. Big Daddy, 1999's Big Daddy, Adam Sandler. This one I really like. I like this film. I think it's one of Adam Sandler's better films in his universe. That is his humor. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember seeing this with like 20 of my friends. We all got together and watched it, and I remember having a good time watching it. I think it's a good Adam Sandler movie. Right before, a little bit before he started to really lose his way, even though in the 2000s he had a couple movies that I liked. especially when he was working with somebody totally different other than his own people. Anyways, okay, so Big Daddy's great. I love it. Great. I wouldn't say great, Chad. Come on. It's good. It's good. I don't remember how much I got this for. Maybe I got it for like $5. Best Buy. I can't really remember, but I like that it's a cool disc. Thank you, Columbia, Sony. At least you're doing something right. And there are some special features, but I really don't care. This is a garbage. I love garbage. Garbage music video. That's cool. Anyways, so nothing too special on this Blu-ray. It's probably the same stuff I have on the DVD, but $5, man. And it's a good Adam Sandler movie. One of the rare Adam Sandler movies that actually was good. And finally, I want to close it off with this movie because I think this is one of the best movies of the 1990s, and it's from 1999, I believe. Let me check. Yes, it is October Sky. This is a Best Buy exclusive. I think I got this for like anywhere between $5 and $10. I really can't remember if I had like a discount or something. Maybe if I opened it up. No receipt. So this one has some special feature commentary by the man himself. This is based on a true story, and Joe Johnson, really great director who recently directed the Captain America First Avenger movie a few years back. Just a really great film. And one of the first films, I think, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, a few years after he made a little cameo as the son of Billy Crystal in City Slickers. Remember, look for that. But I haven't seen this movie in many years, but I remember really enjoying it. And I think you can only find this at Best Buy. It's definitely worth it if you haven't seen it. Even if you haven't seen it yet, just go out and buy it because it's just such a great coming-of-age movie. And Jake Gyllenhaal's great in the film. Laura Dern's in it. And who else is in this film? Let's talk about Chris Cooper, Chris Owen, and Laura Dern, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And there you go. Just one of a kind. And this is really interesting. This Blu-ray from Universal, usually they put out it's Universal release, and usually they put out crap. But this one's, for some reason, orange. Look at that. Orange. You glad I ended the video with October Sky? All right, everyone, those are 10 that I love talking about right now in the comment box below. Let me know what you thought of the collection that I had from the 1990s, and let me know some of your favorite films from the 1990s. Of course, there's much, much more, and there's some back there, of course, that I love, but these are the ones I picked out today to talk about from the 1990s. And now I'm getting ready, and I'm on my way. I'm leaving in a few days to go to Austin, Texas, to go to see the South by Southwest Film Festival. Going to spend about a few days, about a week, with my friends at We Live Film, We Live Entertainment, and we're reporting for them with all the movie reviews we're going to there. So I just wanted to do one more video before I leave to Austin, Texas on my YouTube channel. All right, everyone, thank you for your time, your energy, your love, and please now express your love of cinema. I want to hear from it in the comment box below. Goodbye, everyone. Live film forever. 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 Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.